I'm a little late, about like an hour late, but it's all good. I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, I just had a I was gonna try to wait until some folks got up in here, but I'm gonna just go ahead and get this over with. Cause I gotta say something. I got to, y'all. Now first off, before I even go, any further, I want y'all to understand, like, I'm not one of those type to go after people online and talk crazy to them and stuff like that. Um, my initial issue with somebody was with somebody that claimed to talk to dead people and said that Jesus ain't real. And I know one is false and the other one is true. So it's a reverse psychological situation going on with that. But I'm standing on my truth. I know what the truth is as far as the Lord Jesus Christ is concerned. But I want to talk about this whole this I just had to say this, in regards to Mr. White. Now I don't want anybody to come on here to watch this to think I'm finna get ready to bash this man or talk crazy about him. But I have to speak a piece based on a black man's truth. Now y'all see the name of my channel is the Sophisticated Black Strong channel. So all of my perspectives in regards to this man is based on my understanding on what a sophisticated black strong man should, how he's supposed to display himself. Hey, what's up, God's child? How you doing this morning? Well, this afternoon actually. It's 12:53 where I'm at. I don't know what time it is where you at, but yeah, I needed to go ahead and address this. I saw this man's live this morning. Sitting laying in his bed and eating his breakfast. Um, I don't have no problem with that, at all, y'all. I want anybody that watches this to understand that I'm not finna get ready to bash this man, but I'm wanted to talk about some of the things I'm concerned about as far as his message is concerned. Anytime that I ever even speak on a particular person that may be on YouTube or have some type of following, it's not for me to get a following. It's just that they are wrong. This man is wrong. This man is wrong. The way he presents himself, the way he talk about other black people, he wrong. I think a lot of people may agree with that. And I was hoping that maybe I want to be able to talk to these people, directly instead of, doing it over internet. But that seemed the way people address stuff now is on the internet. I ain't trying to be cute on here. I ain't trying to, say stuff that's gonna get me attention. It's just a straight truth that's just coming from me that I'm about to speak on. So, in regards to Mr. White and what I saw this morning, and I really didn't have no consciousness of this man whatsoever until the whole situation with Duke Farrow. And that's when I started to kind of be more conscious of, him and what he stand for, what he talking about. And as a black man, which I ain't necessarily just trying to use the whole idea of us being black men to justify what I feel. It's just a such thing as called right and wrong. Oh, gosh, you never heard of Charleston White? Oh, wait. Well, you might finna get ready to hear about him now once this get out. Um, Mr. White has a very strong position when it comes to his position and what he feels as if he is. In this world, you got a right to portray what you want to portray. I get it. But one thing you got to be mindful of is that your reputation follows you. The way you get down is going to be the way that people see you. Now, according to where their mentalities are, it's going to be the way that they perceive you. Ratchet people like ratchet mess. Some of the things that these folks conspire to when they get online talking and stuff like that, it be real ratchet. Like, and his message is borderline, it's really self-centered, the way he speaks. He in his bed this morning talking about, I bet you, I bet you niggas this. What he said, something about other black men being able to eat breakfast in bed, and they wife or girlfriend or whatever bring it to him or something like that. Like, then he made the statement. He said that, what did he say? I'm trying to say it the way he said it, so I won't misquote him. He said something in regards to his woman choosing to stay with him, or something like, he said, you know, I put my lady through stuff to see if she gonna stay. Okay. It's almost like when he was talking, I wish I had wrote it down or something so I could quote it right. Cause it just rubbed me in a way that made me think, hold on now. What type of image are you trying to project to other black men being the way that you are? Because are you saying the stuff you saying to annoy other black men, or try to make yourself look better in comparison to other black men? What is your intent? What is your motive behind saying this stuff about other black men and what they have or don't have, and they women and the type of women they have and this stuff like that? What was the point? Because see, I'm a black man, strong black man. And no, my lady don't fix me breakfast in bed, and it probably be because, you know, I never really asked for it, nor do I have it as an expectation. I mean, that's not gonna make or break a black man if he got a woman fixing him breakfast while he lay up in the bed. His positions are very, very, very strong and very self-centered. Is he a celebrity? I don't know what to call him, but he's not like what you call like a celebrity, like, you know, you on TV and stuff like that or whatever. No, he's not a celebrity like that. I will say this, God's child, he did go after Duke Pharaoh, and he got videos talking about Duke Pharaoh. I know you was telling me about him, and like I should collaborate with him. But now I wouldn't want to collaborate with him. What I would like to do though is for people that understand what I'm talking about, people that get on this live and see, that know about Charleston White, you wouldn't understand probably why a man like myself with a channel called Sophisticated Black Strong would say something in regards to what he doing or what he's saying. This is the man, I don't know, God's child, like he got a video where he talking bad about DMX and talking about he a crackhead, talk bad about George Floyd or whatever. You know, that's his opinion. He got, you know, he can get online, and if he get attention and views and stuff for talking bad about a black man who lost his life, you know, saying, you know, egregiously, like it wasn't no reason for George Floyd to be dead right now. You got somebody that got such a manner about themselves that they could talk that way about another black man who lost his life, and regardless of, you know, him supposedly, you know, having drugs in his system or whatnot, that's wrong. I heard him say the statement, right is right and wrong is wrong. Well, that's wrong, Mr. White. If you watch this is wrong. That's wrong. The position that you playing and the stuff that you're saying about other black men, that's wrong, bro. That's wrong, brother. I don't agree with it whatsoever. And I had to say it directly. I wish I could have talked to you directly, but, you know, I don't know you. Never had a conversation with you. But it is what it is. I had to say something about that. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of people that find this man appalling. I'm watching his live and people just saying all kind of crazy stuff. And like, it seems as if he likes it. He feeds off of it. That negative energy. It gets him views. If that's what he want to do, so be it. You know, he's doing this podcast and stuff, so be it. You know, I wanted to talk about the situation because I'm a black man too, and I don't agree with the stuff that he says. You know, you might be right, but it's a way that you do stuff. What they say, it ain't what you say, is how you say it. And I guess, you know, when you're dealing with a platform like YouTube or social media, you got to say it in a way that's going to be entertaining. Well, if you get entertainment from what I'm saying, so be it. If you don't, so be it. The thing is, I got to speak the truth. And Mr. White, as a man, you wrong, brother. The stuff that you say, you wrong, brother. The way that you try to compare yourself to other black men, and you know, as far as the way your life is concerned, you wrong, brother. I can't change the way that you do stuff. I'm not trying to, but I'm just letting you know, as a black man, you wrong. and I'm watching. I'm looking at you. I'm seeing what you're saying. I want to be able to see black men that get on here on social media and looking to uplift they kind versus trying to compare those that are less fortunate to themselves. Charleston White seemed to compare himself to other misfortunate black people. And it's like, what kind of person are you? You're a very empty person when you got to do that. Like, you must ain't used to having shit where you feel so compelled to be saying that type of stuff about other men. I'm just saying what I'm saying, and I'm gonna leave it where it's at. You know, I mean, I want to be able to talk to him. I'm pretty sure if he might not say nothing about me. I don't know if he do or not. Because a lot of times, what these people try to do, they'll try to get online and try to look stuff up, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't have no social media presence other than this YouTube. You ain't gonna find me nowhere. My face, none of that. You know why? It's because I don't do social media. I'm not a social media whore. I'm now using YouTube as a platform to get the message out because of how dire our situation is as a people. Somebody got to speak up and bold enough to speak up. I don't know if people gonna listen to me or not. I just got to do what I gotta do. And this is what I feel like I gotta do. Mr. White, I can't tell you what to do with your channel. I can't tell you how to handle yourself. That's not even my intent. But if you the stand-up type of person that you try to portray yourself to be, you're gonna hear what I'm saying. And it's gonna probably hit you where it need to hit, but I ain't expecting you to change what you do. Some of the stuff that you might say be right, but like I said before, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. You gotta be real careful when you're talking to people. Or when you got multiple people, hundreds of people that watch you. Because it turns from being informative to entertaining. If you have the intent on informing people, ain't nothing wrong with being entertaining. But you got to be honest. You got to understand that you literally like putting your mouth in places that is sensitive to some, in a way that you really don't have to be that disrespectful. You don't have to be. It's a choice that you're making to say some of the stuff that you're saying. And you can talk. That man can talk, boy. Woo-wee. He will talk that shit. He good at talking that shit. He good at talking that shit. I ain't mad at him. I just like, damn, man. When he was on live this morning, and then, he talking about he showing his gun and stuff like that. Bro, what's the use? What is the use of that? What message or point are we trying to get across by portraying that type of image online? You just want to be a clown and an entertainer? Is that what you want to do? Oh, okay. I guess. If it works, I guess. I don't know. I just can't sell myself out like that. I want the person that I am online. If people were to see me in person, they're going to see the same person. I can't expect that standard to be practiced by everybody. I get that. It is what it is. But the thing is, your reputation follows you. What type of reputation do you want? And then my thing is, the reputation that you build, are you going to be able to keep up that energy? Are you able to come up out of that energy and still be identified as the same person as you were when you was clowning or saying what you was saying? If anybody that watches my channel, they see me, they're going to see the same person, probably even more of a stronger energy. A stronger energy that's more defined by love than it is, hate or want to, bash somebody online. The only reason why I aired out that lady the way I did is because she up here talking about she talking to dead people and Jesus ain't real. That's why I did what I did as far as she is concerned. But this Mr. White, I ain't gonna try to air him out. If he feels some type of way about what I'm saying, he got every right to. Because he don't give a damn about nobody feeling some type of way about what he say. The families of George Floyd, none of them. DMX, none of them. You ain't give a damn. He used it as a means to get views. But why would you want to live a life to where you have to flash a gun online to show people that, you got a gun? I wouldn't want to live that type of life. I wouldn't want to be spewing out that type of stuff that's going to make me feel as if I got to watch out for somebody that want to do something to me. I mean, let me be honest, I'm a Texan, so that, yeah, everybody got guns. I don't think that's nothing. I don't even want to talk about guns. That's neither here nor there. I need the folks that watch my channel to understand what I stand for as a black man. I want to be able to hold the image of what a strong black man is, not by not a fake one, but a real one. A real one that actually takes care of his children, that actually does what he's supposed to do, that care about other people, that will pray for you, that will greet you with a smile. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow the alpha male in me to rub off or come off so strong to the point where it intimidate others to even want to get to know me. But what you see on this camera, that's what it is with me. The stuff that I speak on, that's what I believe in. And I just so happen to be sharing it with other people. And I want to do that. I want y'all to subscribe to my channel so I can get y'all to compare what my message is to what it is that I'm talking about. Hold me accountable to the stuff that I say. Go look and see if what I'm saying got any truth or validity to it. Because once you start to do that, you're gonna see what I'm talking about is real. Not for my own purpose, because I'm not just trying to help myself. I ain't perfect. Lord know I'm not perfect, but it's levels of toxicity that is going on in our atmosphere right now, especially amongst other black people, that we need to address. If we ever gonna get the respect as black people, the last thing that we gonna have to, I'm gonna feel like this. The last thing we are able to do is continue to either come against each other, talk bad about each other. Like, can we find more things that have substance? We got a lot of things that need to be addressed. A lot of issues up on this earth that need to be addressed right now. To feel as if it's necessary to air out other black people online is counterproductive. But if you need to be addressed, it need to be addressed. Now, I'm not trying to attack, again, this man's character. By no means. I don't know him. But you have to take what is out there and look at it for what it is. It may be entertaining, but is that type of entertainment conducive to change? Because that's what seemed like the message that he got. He being funny about some things that need to be changed. You being funny about a DMX or a George Floyd, having drugs in their system or being addicted to drugs, something that need to be changed, but you choose to clown them about it in their deaths. That's a sad person, and can do it with confidence, with no regard for who it may affect. That's what you call irresponsible. I don't agree with that, and I never will agree with that. And I hope Mr. White see this, because that's the reason why I chose to do this live and say what I'm saying, because I need people to understand, y'all. That's part of the problem that we having as black people. We got black folks like that don't have no type of integrity about their own kind, to the point to where they're air them out, and it ain't got nothing to do with like, him, want to be like the white people and stuff. No, he just like himself. That's him by himself. It ain't got nothing to do with white people or nothing like that. Ain't got nothing to do with color whatsoever. That's what he is inside. That's who he is inside. And you cannot be a happy person with being able to spew that type of stuff out about other people. That's wrong. What you're saying at the time that you're saying it. If that type of stuff get people views and stuff, so be it. You ain't got to worry about me doing that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. All the time I'm gonna speak on something that's like something that's controversial as a Cotita Dean or Charleston White. They really two peas in the pod to me. Narcissistic, and do stuff and say stuff just to get views. That shit ain't right. That shit ain't real. Because you ain't thinking about who you affecting. When you got somebody sitting up here talking about, oh, y'all and Ogun, and praying to this, that, and the other, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then got other people following behind them. How can you get a right out of that? That type of stuff gonna get people sent to hell. So that's why you got folks like me that don't agree with that, that'll say something. You got a Charleston White who'll sit up here and talk bad about a black man that lost his life by officers injustifiably. DMX, which is a real loud mogul who lost his life. God know how he lost his life. They want to talk about his the toxicity report or whatever, like whatever was in his system. That's besides what's really going on. Like, you want to talk about that type of stuff. We still living though. I'm a black man, I'm still living. You're a black man, you still living. Why not us promote life instead of continue to giving space for the devil and death? Why? What good is it other than for views? Is that what you do that for? I know I can't stop that man. I ain't trying to stop him, y'all. Anybody watching this, I want you to understand I'm not trying to stop Mr. White for being who he is and doing what he does. But at some point, something has to be an opposing force. There's a such thing as called duality. Good and evil. That stuff that he on to me is evil. What I'm talking about is more so on a good nature, or good side, like what good nature would do. What a good-hearted person would do in a situation like that. Me, you know, when DMX died, it hurt my feelings. I didn't feel compelled to call him no dopehead. When I saw George Floyd down there on that ground, it hurt my feelings. It hurt me. It bothered me to see that. I wasn't concerned about if this man was on drugs or not. I'm looking at another human being that looked like me, same skin color, up under the knee of a white man that won't let him get up. That resulted in his death. That could have been me. That could have been you, Mr. White. Thank God it wasn't you. Thank God that you ain't had to go through what DMX had to go through. Thank God that you haven't made some of the choices that led DMX to be where he was. But do you have a right to capitalize off of his folly? Off of the wrong choices that he made? No. That's wrong. To capitalize off of another man's grief, another man's fears, another man's tears, and make a mockery of it. I can't find no pleasure in that. I can't even support nothing like that. I saw it today. So that's the only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying now. I can't support that. I won't. I wouldn't. I speak against it. Now, am I finna start watching this man? No. I just so happened to get on today and saw that. And I said, let me say something. Let me say something. I think he, some guy from Houston, NBA basketball player or something, I think it's Steven Jackson or something. I saw a video with him, Steven Jackson saying you're an empty person, and you are. You are an empty person for you to say something like that. I second motion what Steven Jackson said. It takes an empty person that can do that. So I won't go no much longer on this, y'all. I think I made my point in saying what I'm saying. But I'm going to end it like this. Dear Mr. Charleston White, hi, my name is the Sophisticated Black Strong. DSBS. All three of those embody me. And that's the reason why I chose to make this live. Hopefully that you could see that the energy that I'm coming off is not necessarily, in anger, because I'm not angered by you. I'm just concerned because of the world that we living in right now and the progression that we're trying to make as a people with your following. The same way I told Quatita Dean, with your following, you have the ability to reach a lot of people. But the side of the fence that you're choosing is going to mislead most of the people that follow you and listen to you. And it's going to start turning entertaining versus it being a way to think. So I hope and pray that your mind is to want to help people. I heard you say that, something about you helping kids or something like that. The boys center or something like that. If you help children, the last thing that you need is something that is going to make you a hypocrite as far as your message is concerned. Because when you helping children, that means you got a good heart, you got a good spirit. You're not just being this way one over here and then that way over there. You can't have this positive image in front of children and those that are important to you, and then come on YouTube and get the bashing the very same people that you say that you're trying to help or that you want to help. You're talking about, you give justice to the way that you are as far as your military credentials. I looked you up and tried to kind of get an idea about you before I even seen anything, on video in regards to this man. It's just, a lot of your position is ego driven. And I would hope that you kind of start to look at that and, try to cut that out. Why are you on YouTube and live video showing your gun? Who after you? Who after you, Mr. White? And if you have done something to somebody to the point to where you got to have a gun and show it on your YouTube videos and stuff, trying to, I guess, deter your enemies from messing with you because you got a gun. Like, guns ain't never stopped nobody from doing something to somebody if that's really what they want to do. Showing it on YouTube and stuff not gonna stop anybody. It's been people that ain't got knocked off with a gun in their possession. It's all about who draw first. But who wants to entertain that type of stuff? That's not even what tip that you should be on or nobody else should be on. I wouldn't want nobody to have to come against you for speaking the truth. But what you're saying is not true. The stuff you have spoke, that's not truth. That stuff is very egregious and opinionated and defaming to those that are dead. That's not right. I don't give you no cookies and no props for talking like that. You seem to be a very strong man. I give you your props. Seem to be very confident. Nothing wrong with that. But use it for the right reasons. Don't use it to go against your own kind, brother. We need men that got a platform like yours that's bold enough to speak. You know what I'm saying? And say what need to be said, but the right message though. Because you can say the wrong stuff at the right time and get people to hear that stuff. That's probably how you got to where, the following that you got right now. Because you're saying some of the wrong stuff at the right time. I ain't mad about no views and no followers and stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do need at least 1,000 subscribers because it's a lot more that I want to be able to do with this platform. But I won't do it at the cost or the expense of my integrity, nor will I do it at the cost or expense of somebody else that like trying to say something about them and wronging them. Anything I said about Kotita Dean, I wasn't wrong about. I even put videos to prove it. Mr. White, I don't know you. I'm not gonna, I don't know you. I'm trying to pay attention a little bit to what you're saying and stuff, but I done got enough to see where your angle is. I done got enough to see what you on. It's what you call a social media whore. Hey, I ain't nothing I can do with them. I don't love them hoes. I don't love them hoes. So I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I wanted to go ahead and do this live or whatnot. So I can just, say my piece because of what I said. Y'all, it just didn't look right to me, what he was saying. I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? You in bed eating your little bacon and talking about your wife. I don't show my wife online. And you ain't got this and you ain't got that. And I get it. I don't know who you trying to appeal to by talking like that, though. Maybe you're trying to appeal to the haters so they can keep watching. Seem like hate is very profitable nowadays if you can, manage to live through it. I want to be loved. I don't want to be hated. If I be hated, that's what it is. But I ain't finna get no attention to it. Like to the point to where I'm feeling like I need to air out somebody hatefully. Somebody say something about me, I'll trust me. I'm probably allowed to say something back. But like I'm doing, Mr. White ain't saying nothing about me at all. This is all me. I saw his live and I wanted to say something about it because of what he was saying, and because a part of him being a black man like me, if he got any integrity as a black man and any pride as a black man, I would want him to see that a sophisticated black strong man like myself see that and don't look at that too kindly. Talking about dead people like that. One day we all gonna die. What are people gonna say about us when we die? We definitely don't need people that don't know us to be speaking about us, though. Don't know nothing about us. I'm pretty sure because there was plenty of people that loved George Floyd that was at his funeral. Plenty of people that loved George Floyd that was at, his trial. And the results came out. The man that killed him, guilty on all the charges. So how terrible was George Floyd to have gotten killed under the knee of a white man neck over what? Was that worth him losing his life? No. And him having drugs in his system, is that worth him being talked bad about online in his death? No. That man ain't even here to defend himself. That's some weak ass shit. DMX, he ain't here to defend himself no more. That's some weak ass shit. To speak on people like that. And they can't even defend themselves. Go ahead and do your thing, Mr. White. It is what it is, but I had to say this and just let folks know that it's black men, there's strong black men like myself that look at this, and I don't find that appealing by no means. Okay? All right, y'all. God bless you. Mr. White, you see this? Hey, feel free to say what you got to say, because I would look forward to seeing how you feel about what I'm saying. Because everybody that you done said something about, Duke Farrow or whatever, you talk bad about them in a way because you know them. But I want you to tell me what your perception is about my character. If you watch, I got an idea based on what I've seen as far as your character is concerned. Think about some stuff, Mr. White. If you see this, we watching. God bless you.